Ni hao! Welcome back to the Chinese campaign. New update out today, 1.6.0.4. Let's see, improved AI task forces to actually try to escape and fight unfavorable battles only if cornered. Important improvement on auto-resolve to give predictable results and not force the player to play too many meaningless battles. Okay. Task force pathfinding improvements. Blah blah blah. Further ship cost balance plus campaign mission funds adjustments for compensation. Okay. The new cost will represent even better the combat power of ships, which aids the AI and auto-resolve systems. Okay. Let's see what kind of impact that makes. Funnel capacity balanced, so that the importance of funnels, engines, and boilers is increased. Okay. Adjusted the replenishment rate for ammo and fuel of task forces to increase the necessity of having allies and friendly ports nearby. Okay, I hope they don't make it so that replenishment of ammo is even slower than it is today. Also, other things. I don't know what any of that means. Let's just load the save and find out. Alright, my balance is still in the green, so that's something. Let's see how much these will replenish their ammo in 1 month. So these are at 68%, the battleships, currently. These are at 86. So, let's see. Are any of these overweight now? Because potentially they could be. No? No? No, not overweight. So... No magical weight added to any of my ships. That is good. Okay, at least my economy is still growing. So that's something. I guess there's nothing to do but hit next turn and find out what happens. Alright, tensions. Anything involving Japan? Not really. We have submarines. Okay. And we have 2 cruisers here. So let's see if we've replenished a lot of ammunition. I think these would be fairly easy to kill. Now, I always worry when the patch notes say they've adjusted some things, because I never know if things have been adjusted up or down. They rarely make that clear, but let's see if the view range thing has been adjusted in my favor or not. Let's see, they're probably running. The way I interpreted the patch notes almost led me to believe that the AI was made even more prone to retreating than it already was. I can't see them. No, wait. They're spotting my my battleships. They're far away. There's a ping. Oh, they're losing sight of me. No, there's the ping. No, they're not running. Maybe. Or they're like turning around. I think the battleships will probably not get to do anything here. If any of my ships get to do anything, it will probably be the cruisers doing things. They're like right outside of my range. I do think they are running. In which case, I will not be able to catch them because they are slightly faster. So we're just gonna turn tails. And not worry about this. And it seems these two had received previous damage in a battle. Yeah, I recognize the names. They were the two ones that ran away last month. But that did not impact their speed though. At 38.4 knots, there's nothing I have that can catch them. Alright, Portugal allied to Germany. I am invading Mongolia. How's that going? Now let's see, ammo situation. These were at... Were they not 68% ammo? Last month? Or am I misremembering? Was that the... Did I look at the fuel instead? Well, these are back up to 100% ammo from 86, so they've been replenished. Okay. Let's do the convoy battle. We got battlecruiser Beijing being recently repaired, and a light cruiser going up against Nikoshirana class heavy cruiser. This one is expensive. It didn't cost that much last time. Oh, my Beijing class is expensive. Yeah, that's the adjusted cost here. Yeah, my ships have gotten a lot more expensive than they used to be. This heavy cruiser, light cruiser class, is 800 million. How the heck did that happen? It's not worth that. It's definitely not worth that kind of money. That's the usual class. Yeah, no, we are canceling that. We are not building these. They are not, just not worth the cost, not remotely. So yeah, they said they like adjusted some ship costs and also adjusted income to compensate. And it seems like there's no actual effect on my monthly balance, but some of the ships got a lot more expensive than others with that adjustment. My heavy cruisers are still quite affordable. DDs are a little bit expensive. Let's see. Enemy heavy cruiser, yeah, almost 1.3 billion. So they are now more costly than my battlecruisers. That was not the case last time we fought. These were valued at like 480 million, and my battlecruisers at 500 million. The light cruisers were, I think, 330 million, now 730. Versus mine, which were 140, now 408. And their DDs were, what, 150, now 276. My DDs were 75 something, now doubled, 251. Okay, so now we got 100,000 tons free capacity. We're gonna unsuspend some construction here. We got 40,000 tons of free capacity. That sounds like 2 more heavy cruisers. So these are now a much better deal than my light cruisers. I'm just not gonna build any more of these, and instead just build heavy cruisers. I can build 2. 3 will be just over the limit. Let's add you to Shanghai. Alright. Oh, and I'm already building 4. Kind of forgot, but I lost 2 last time, so I need 2 more. Let's do the convoy mission. Now it seems the price increase of my battlecruisers was comparatively less than a lot of other ships, both mine and enemy ships. So I might build more of those too, because they do work quite well, at least for what they're designed to do. Yeah, they're a little bit more fragile than I would have ideally liked to see. But for what they cost, it's a pretty good deal. I just have to get used to 1 billion no longer being what it used to be. Sometimes I just don't get these changes that they do. Like, oh, we gotta make some adjustments for some reason. And the adjustments don't seem to make any sense. There we go. Let's have the Beijing on the thumbnail. Firing at Ayoba, which has been made very expensive, 1.2 billion, so let's get some torpedoes in the water, if possible. Might get lucky, hit something. 12-inch guns do hit something. torpedoes are not even launching. Let's just smoke you up. You can fire at... There we go. Torpedoes are in the water, in fact. Battlecruisers, please keep firing at the heavy cruiser, because you're the only one that can hurt that thing. You can put your secondaries on the light cruiser. There we go, big flooding hit on the enemy battlecruiser. What has hit you? Was it 7-inch guns? 6 and 7-inch guns. Flash fire on Aoba. That's good to see. Love to see it. Okay, Zhaojiang. I think you're going home. I don't want to lose another light cruiser. Main guns, please keep on the Aoba. Secondaries can take on Shigura. Aoba sinks. Main guns. Natori. Okay, incoming torpedoes. No, they've been aimed at the light cruiser. Okay. Something just hit the Shigura for quite a lot of damage. What was that? 6-inch guns. The secondaries are actually doing work. That's nice. Also, Zhaojiang is also doing some work. It's also nice to see. Beijing performing a lot better now with a trained crew. No. Zhaojiang, you're gonna keep firing at that DD. Please. That's your target. I think Shigura is gonna go down. It's very close to unalived. And so is Natori. Shigura sinks. One target left. That is Natori, and she's not long for this world. And there she goes. Now that was better. Even kept the light cruiser alive. You don't see that every day. 19,000 victory points. Very little damage taken. Excellent. So what I wonder now is if I add better fuel and better armor and all that stuff to my capital ships, battleships and battlecruisers, and make them a little bit faster, how much will that now affect their cost? Now we're a little bit over capacity because that battlecruiser took a scratch to the paint. The Beijing. Typical. Oh, we are building 2 more battlecruisers. Okay. So we are again suspending to haul along. But that's okay. Just for a month until repairs on Beijing are finished. What are we getting here? Big guns. Is it Mark 5 14s? Yes. Alright. Invasion chance has climbed to 20%. 3 months remaining. When we're almost done with it, I want to add some of my light cruisers and battlecruisers to the invasion, if possible, just to increase my chances a little bit. What's my army logistics at? Still kind of terrible, 9%. That's China for you, but it's at least not 4%, which I think it's what it starts out at. Still no sight of the Japanese battleships. Well, I've seen them on the campaign map, but they've not engaged me in any way. There we go. Battleship and 2 DDs. Let's see if we get a battleship fight. Let's see, tension. No one is increasing tension with the Japanese. I think that's kind of strange. But okay. Japanese Admiral replaced France and Italy. It seems I'm being more friendly with Italy than France. Defending borders with few ships. Beijing alone against a heavy cruiser, 2 lights, and 6 of these DDs. These DDs are kind of scary because they are super fast. Now got a regular crew though. Super fast, and they have a lot of torpedoes. Not long range torpedoes, but still, that's 18 torps in a volley. So that's kind of scary. But there's also the possibility of sinking a great many Japanese ships here. Because one of the advantages of these tiny battlecruisers is that they are super maneuverable as far as battlecruisers go. So if I just pay attention, I think I can dodge some torpedoes. We'll see. Also kind of depends on the weather. It is daytime, but the sun is not that far off from setting, and the sea is smooth, wind is calm, clear weather. .27, that's my cruising speed. See the pings. It seems we have plenty of ammo. But do we have enough ammo? That's the question. Set them to save. I think it's 10%. It considers a good chance of hitting. No? Isn't it? Secondaries on DD. They got the range. Yeah, I linked with them. 20 kilometers, not bad. No, don't switch targets. Well, actually, you can switch targets. That is fine. Because these light cruisers are perhaps an even bigger threat than the heavies. 1.2 armor at 15 kilometers. I can pen that with HE. I'm pretty sure. Keep the secondaries on the DD, please. There we go, flooding hit on Takasago. We got incoming torpedoes. It switched fire automatically, actually, to the one I wanted it to switch fire to. That's okay. There's a lot of fire coming in. Takasago doing 26.1 knots. Tulsa gonna be slowing down too now. I think. Well, keep firing at the Chitolsa. It's not slow down enough. There we go, flooding hits. Now we're in decent shape so far. Only the heavy cruiser now visible. 24 kilometers. See if we can land some flooding hits on that guy too. Chance to hit is not the greatest. No. You had a target. I hate that. Why? That should be like the #1 priority of fixing. Give us some way of making, forcing the ship to not switch targets. Automatically. Like, yeah, sometimes it does work out. Like the previous case where it switched to Chitolsa automatically when that's what I wanted it to do, but I could have done that manually. I was about to. Accidentally hitting the light cruiser instead of the heavy cruiser we're aiming for. It's not terrible. We're kind of just sailing around. the edge of my range. I can get a little bit closer. Cannon. They're now all invisible. It's about to be evening. There we go. Flash fire even. Excellent. No. Keep up the fire on the cannon. My guy, Beijing. You got it almost down now. More flooding on cannon. Is that the end of their heavy cruiser? I think it might be. Yep. So that's good. That heavy cruiser alone cost more than my battlecruiser. Stop switching targets. Now that you did, let's put the main guns on Chitose. Keep the secondaries on Ume. Means dream, I think. Drop down to cruising speed again, 27 knots. That's a nice thing with Diesel 1. Your max cruising speed is 80% of your top speed. So you can actually go pretty quick and still get that cruising speed bonus. Diesel 2, I think it's 75%. But of course you get more horsepower per ton, so you can just make your top speed higher and your cruising speed will be the same. I'm taking a lot of small fire from those DDs without really hitting them much in return. Most of it gets blocked though. Oh, they're actually going to run out of ammo for their tiny pew pew 5.1 inch guns. But my 6 inch guns are also running out of ammo. Might not be able to sink the DD swarm. The main guns on that one and hope we hit accidentally some of the other ones. I'm outside of torpedo range, so that's no worry. But oh yeah, these guys. Might want to kill these guys. Secondaries on one, main guns on the other. AP, yeah, that's fine. Because I kind of want to save my HE for the DDs. I know I'm going to get a lot of overpens, but secondaries definitely fire AP. You need to save what HE you have left for those tiny DDs. Oh yeah, that 6-inch AP is actually very effective. Okay, so all the cruisers are down. In fact, let's fire AP at the DDs, just score some flooding hits and slow them down. If they're not just running away now, which may be the case. In which case, they will get away. Well, they're not that far away. I think when their smoke runs out, like that, we can re-engage. No, they're coming for me. Or are they? Aggressive fire on the secondaries. They might accidentally hit something. If not the one, if not the ship they're aiming at, and maybe one of the others. And yes, I know I'm firing AP at DDs, but if I can just overpen and score some flooding hits, that'll slow them down. That. I think the rest of the DD formation is a lost cause, but these two I think we might kill. Beijing doing great. There we go, flooding on the second one too. 6-inch AP. Making some very neat 6-inch holes in the DD skin, which is 0.1 inch thick. "12-inch holes being a little bit more substantial. Okay, secondaries on Ume. Yeah, we're out of AP now for the main guns. That is okay. Cocky. Oh, excellent, excellent. It's pretty much dead in the water now. And of course, just as we have our sights set on a wounded DD, the gunners decide, nope, we're gonna switch targets. But Cocky is done for. Ume now speeding up, no longer tethered to the dying Cocky, but it's too late. She's gone. How far away are they? They are here. I've got 80 rounds left of HE for the main guns. Have we had enough? I think we have. So 4 DDs got away, but that's a lot of Japanese ships sunk. Alright, now we have a meeting with a Japanese battleship, Convoy class. 22.2 knots, so it's not too fast, but it's got 20 16.3 inch guns. That's a lot of firepower. And 18 7.2 inch guns. I think this is yeah, this is definitely some kind of modernized dreadnought, because those 7.2 inch guns. I think those are casemates. That's a $3 billion ship. I got Temu and Gengyao and a bunch of cruisers. I think the DDs will have to put in some work here. Well, depending on what kind of armor this thing has. At least it doesn't have too much of an escort. So getting close with the DDs might not be too difficult. And I'm being spotted by it, which is not too surprising given that it has a very tall pagoda type tower. Turn these this way. The cruisers will actually work independently this time. Like, not just following the battleship. And DDs, you kinda take the main stage here. There you go, the battleship has been spotted. It's 41 kilometers out. Armor, main deck, 1.2 inches. That's not too much. Main gun range, 37.9 kilometers with AP. It's got a lot of penetration. Yeah, my ships are not safe. Super heavy shells. These are Mark IIIs. 47 caliber length. What's my main gun range? 39.7 kilometers, so I barely outrange it. Not by much, though. Okay. Yeah, our speed is being limited by the weather. Are we trying to run away? You are not trying to run away. That's a lot of firepower. If not for the almost complete lack of deck armor, this would have been a very, very scary ship. And it might still be. 1.2 main deck. It's almost in range now. Oh yeah, I can pen that with HE. But AP will have the range first. In fact, I can pen that with my my heavy cruisers. Now the cruisers take care of the DDs first. We're closing in. Overpinning. You can probably switch to HE now. Okay, they've launched torpedoes. They're very hard to see in the fog. You launched. You also launched, but I can't spot the torpedoes yet. Shimakaze goes down. My DDs did not eat a bunch of torpedoes. Oh, well, one of them did. Pingu had her bow section almost removed by a torpedo. The cruisers are safe. Will Pingu sink? Not sure. Hibiki might sink. Hibiki sank. Let's keep the DDs heading for the battleship. Owari. Is it Owarida? Oh, you're not firing. Oh, it's retreating now. In that case, let's pursue. It's actually slower than my battleships. 19 knots. If it's trying to retreat, I don't think we're gonna land any torpedo hits on it. Unless we manage to slow it down by flooding. I'll keep approaching it still. Oh, she's turning. No longer retreating. Oh, she's broadside. Let's turn to unmask some more guns. "17 kilometers out. If you think you can launch torpedoes at it, feel free to do so. Heavy cruiser is now opening up. There we go, Lanzhou launching her torpedoes. Jinshu launching hers. And however you pronounce that, has yet to launch, but there she goes. Okay, you may now go away. And we're just gonna hope that we score some hits. At least the DDs have taken attention off of the rest of my task force. 31 kilometers away. Flash fire, yes. There goes a lot of your ammo. Still have a lot of guns though. Do we see torpedoes coming in? Yeah, we do. Big swarm of torps. I think we're gonna get some hits here with torps. Yes, ammo detonation even. Very nice. That's a nice score. So, we've proven that Japanese battleships, while they are very expensive, 3 times the cost of one of mine, they do go down. What caused the ammo detonation? Was it probably one of my heavy cruisers causing the initial flash fire? Yeah, I think so, because most of the damage it took, other than a torpedo, was 11-inch guns from the cruisers. Nice. Okay, only light damage taken. Let's see, mine damaged. Italy's running into minefields. Ottoman Empire allied to Japan. Denmark with Britain. Japanese army is trying to invade. How's my invasion of Mongolia going? It's like not amazing given the numbers, but don't tell me they're gonna take northeast China with their army. That would definitely suck. Yeah, my ships are being repaired. Very nice. And I got my Mark V 14-inch guns. Next will probably be Mark V 15s. Either that or Mark IV 16s. Not really opposed to either. Got another Japanese battleship there. Okay. Let me just see how the funnel thing has affected my ships, because that's been adjusted too. Yeah, my DDs no longer have 100% funnel efficiency. They had, I think it was like 110 or something. At least more than 100. Maybe not a lot more, but a little bit more. Light cruisers. 149. Heavies. I think these had quite good funnel capacity. 129 now. Beijing class battlecruiser. And I'll just have to check the recording of when I built these, what they used to have. 189. Timu class battleship. These had 300%, I think. 268. Yeah, so overall funnel capacity has been reduced. I'm not sure what the point of that was, but that's what they did. All right. Are we gonna go one more month? Let's see, how's my ammo situation here? 82, 78, 80. these guys that just fought that Japanese battleship. Plenty good on ammo. It's just a Pingu having taken a bit of damage from that torpedo. That is 11,000 tons to spare. That's not enough to unsuspend construction of that battleship. And we're gonna get some light cruisers coming into service in 8 months, or at least leaving the shipyards. I'm gonna need to be commissioned after that. Anyway, let's go next month and see what happens. Well, there's been a revolution in Japan. That's always nice. Peace treaty. I want to keep fighting a bit more, especially because I'm doing the invasion thing here. And also, I want to amass some more naval funds before the peace treaty. Otherwise, I might get broke. Because I'm making money now that I'm at war, but the naval budget is gonna get slashed when the war ends. Let's see. Yeah, we got time for this one. Yangzhou recently repaired Beijing class battlecruiser, going up against a Nikoshirana heavy cruiser and 3 DDs. I think we can do that. Really getting my money's worth out of these battlecruisers. They are just very, very good at what they do. 36 kilometers away. I got plenty of ammo. DDs are not spotted, but I know they don't have greatest torpedo range. So they will not be able to stealth launch or anything like that. Let's get a little bit closer. This chance to hit is not amazing. Like 2% chance to hit. Weather isn't great. It's cloudy. I've got some sea waves. There we go. First pen on Kimono. We didn't switch targets now, did you? Did not. Let's put the secondaries on the DDs, because they're gonna start getting closer. Keep up the AP, Yangzhou. The AP was working fine, whereas that heavy cruiser. Going at 32 knots. Their top speed is very high, but they're being affected by the waves. No. Do not switch targets. You had that heavy cruiser to shoot at. I told you to not do that. Actually, let's go AP on the secondaries as well. Let's get some of those flooding hits going. And besides, the chance to hit is slightly higher. There we go. That's the flooding hit I was after. Let's go back to auto on the main guns. Still at a safe distance from the DDs. And I'm at a reasonable distance from the heavy cruiser. And there we go. That's some more flooding. That might be enough to send her down. Even more flooding. And engine damage. No, they got most of the flooding under control. She got a trained crew. Ricocheting. What's your speed now? 15 knots. Yeah, I don't think you're getting away. Especially not now with some more flooding. And I think that was a flash fire too. That is Kumano. Gone. Now let's get the DDs. We've already won this, basically, seeing as that heavy cruiser is more expensive than my battlecruiser. Let's aim for the second one and just hope we accidentally hit some other ones too. Secondaries on the first one. 10 kilometers out. That means we are in torpedo range, right? 11.3. We'll get some secondary success here. There we go. This thing got blown out of the water. These secondaries are actually doing a decent job flooding them out. There we go. 12-inch HE. Doing the heavy lifting. After the 6-inch AP assists by slowing them down. There we go, engine damage even. Secondaries. Ooh. Half your ship gone. And executed. Excellent. Yangzhou getting right into the action and kicking some butt right after her lengthy repair. That's another 18,000 victory points. Alright. That was that. We also have a meeting. 2 battleships this time, with no escorts. We're gonna do that one next time. We're gonna see how it goes. I think again the DDs will have to do some carrying here. At least they are unescorted. They are fairly easy targets for torpedoes. I just have to get close enough, which is a different matter when they've got all those casemate guns and the primary guns, of course. They could easily do to my DDs what the Yangzhou just did to their DDs. So, well, at least my DDs have longer range torpedoes, so that's an advantage. We'll see tomorrow. Goodbye, and take care.